Ready? These are the 4 things which I had to change when transitioning from a road-based rider to a track-based rider. Number 1, the hands. When you are on the road, your fingers are on the brake lever and the clutch lever to react to immediate changes in front of you. So you don't do that on the track. In the track, you keep your hands like this. So transitioning from a road-based rider, you do not keep your fingers on the brake lever, not 2 fingers, not 1 finger. You do not even keep your hand like this when you are on the track. You keep your hand like this as if you are operating a screwdriver. So this is how you tend to keep your hand. And if you had to apply the brake, you raise your fingers gently and apply the brake and come back. Raise your finger gently, apply the brake and come back. But this is the position which you are going to be on when you are trying to perform the knee down. On this side also, your hand should be like this. It should not be like this as if you are going to change the gear. What you tend to do is that you change the gear, prepare for the curve in advance, and you keep your hand like this if you're going to move on to this side. So if I'm going to take a curve onto this side of the road, this is how I'm going to keep my hands, just like my hand is operating a screwdriver. So this is the position. So when you had to change the gear, you apply the clutch and then you come back, apply the clutch, change the gear, come back, and this is how you have to keep your hands. That's number 1. Number 2, your feet. The feet on a road-based rider, it's going to be like this. That's because you have to immediately apply the brake depending upon whatever changes which is coming in front of you on the road. But on the track and when you're performing a knee down, you should not be keeping your feet like this. This is how you keep your feet. The balls of your feet should be on the footrest. And if you had to apply the brake on the track, you most probably will be using your front brake. You do not use your rear brake at all. But if you're going to keep your feet and if you're going to turn on this side, this is how you're going to keep the feet rather than this. The reason why you keep your feet like this is because 2. If you keep your feet like this and you're trying to attack the corners, the first thing which is going to hit the ground is your boots. So to avoid that, you keep your feet like this. The second reason why you keep your feet like this is because when you're trying to turn onto this side, the whole weight of your body will be on your knees and your toes. So you have to, if you have to take that weight, this is how you have to keep your feet when you're trying to perform the knee down or trying to do the track. Similarly, on the other side, on this side, what you have to do is that you perform the gear change, bring your feet back. Perform the gear change, bring your feet back. So before the turn, you adjust your feet in and keep your feet ready, and the weight of your body will be on your feet. So this is how you keep your feet. You should avoid what they call it as the duck feet, and this is how you should keep the feet on the footrest. The balls of your feet should be on your footrest. That's number 2. Number 3, the distance between your crotch and the tank should be by at least minimum by a palm's distance. When you're on the road, your tendency is to come closer to the tank, but when you're on the track, you keep at least a palm's distance between your crotch and the tank. The reason why you have to do that are 2 reasons. Number 1 is that you have to move on either sides of the motorcycle when you are on the track. So when you are towards the front and sitting like this, your ability to move on either sides of the motorcycle is limited. That's one of the reasons why we tell the riders to keep as back as possible, keep your butt as back as possible, so that moving on either sides of the motorcycle will be a lot more easier. When you are on the track, when you are braking, depending upon the seat, you tend to move forward. And you have to resist that movement. To resist that movement, you have to condition your knees and your thighs as best as possible, so that you do not put a lot of pressure on the handle when you're braking in. So the pressure should be on your knees and your thighs when you're braking hard to get to the corner. Number 4. The fourth thing which I had to change when transitioning from a road-based rider to a track-based rider is that look forward, position your body before you reach the curve. So imagine I'm going to take a curve to this side of the road. What I do is that this is my seating position, and I adjust the body like this. So my body is ready, everything is ready. I change the gear on the right gear to attack the corner, and I position my body like this. So at the corner I don't have to do anything but just to balance the motorcycle. So by doing this, what's happening is that two things. By sitting here, your center of gravity is somewhere up here. So you change and move to this side, what means that you are moving the center of gravity from here to somewhere down here. I cannot go further because it may tip over, but this is what I'm showing. So when I'm performing the knee down like this, the center of gravity shifted from here to here, and as a result, you should be able to take the corners in a much more tighter radius, and you should be able to go a lot more faster. So those are the 4 things which I had to change when transitioning from a road-based rider to a track-based rider and trying to perform the knee down. Thank you for watching.